We go to Hollywood. Mark, and I know it's a big weekend for him. Mark in Hollywood. What's going on, brother?
Yo, that's been a week, huh, kid? How you feel?
Good, dude. I feel great. How about you? It has been a week.
Yeah, not great. I want to say thank you so much to the schedule makers for putting the Eagles' funeral on Monday night for all to see. What, you can't use the Peacock paywall on that crap like you're doing with the Kansas City Roofs to rob them of their game? It's a complete crap. But, Jim, I bet you're none too happy about the rumors that Belichick could be in contention for the Chargers' job. I mean, that would be awkward if you had to run into him around Irvine, yeah? Yeah, you see the hoodie at the Starbucks? Hey, Mr. Radio Man, what are you getting? Some of that weak nitro? Be a man and try a double shot espresso, sissy. Or worse yet, running into hoodie at the Irvine gated community swingers parties? Yo, can't you just see Belichick rolling up into the party wearing his ripped hoodie and no pants like he's Donald Duck? I'm not putting my keys in that bowl. Dear Christ, we're on to the orgy. Oh, look, Jim Rome is here. Hey, Mr. Radio Man, I'm moving next door to Justin Herbert. I'm going to run you out of this neighborhood. Tell me how my ass tastes. But let's address the biggest news of the week, Jim. Got to congratulate you on the show moving to the X. But as I'm sure you know, if you're on the X, you have to embrace the X and incorporate everything the X is known for into the show. So that means Monday, Wednesday, Friday, rather than Ask the Pros, to better align with the X, it's now Slur the Pros. And rather than the week that was, Alvy can rewind the death threats that was. You know, this is where Alvy remixes the hundreds of thousands of death threats that people make on the X to pro athletes, student athletes, pee-wee football athletes, refs, league commissioners, mascots, women, politicians, airlines, and Mina Kimes. And finally, instead of what's your beef, now it's the tried and true staple of the X, what's your conspiracy? And now that Aaron Rodgers is free, since ESPN gave Pat McAfee an ultimatum, McAfee decided it was best for his show to move on from Aaron. Now you can pay Rodgers $200 per appearance so he can use your platform to accuse popular talk show hosts of being pedos and talk about how vaccines are giving people the herp. Basically, all these X-inspired changes means that from here on out, Vic and NoCal will win the smack-off every year. War the Eagles shocking the world, War Peacock crashing on Saturday night, and War Jim and Elon blasting off in the first-ever SpaceX sex rocket. Woo!
This dude. My man, you better hope your team stays within 3 touchdowns of Tampa Bay. Hey, listen, all this stuff that he just said about the X platform, what do you know? What do you know? I'm neither going to confirm nor deny, but that's not what I said. All I said about the X is what's in that post, which is still on my feed. So if you're not sure what he's talking about, go to my feed on the X platform and see the pinned post. That's all I've discussed. I haven't discussed it on the air. I haven't gotten into it. Only that, and it was in the trades, that we do have a content agreement. It may be exactly what you think it is, or maybe it's not. Or maybe we're not even sure. Maybe it's in development. Maybe we're working on it. So I'm not going to get any further into that. I mean, I hate to go hoodman on you, but I am where I am. I am where my feet are. That has not started yet, but there has been an announcement. Is that convoluted enough for you? 1-800-636-8686. Well, Mark getting nice. Mark getting spicy. Always does, dude. He makes it better. He makes it better. This dude almost wired the field in the smack-off. He's got that kind of game. Hey, bro, I see your misdirection, though. I see how you try to turn that thing on its head and make it about me when it's really about your team being an utter embarrassment to you, to themselves, and to that city. Man, you better not lose to Tampa. Tampa barely beat Carolina. We went from weeks ago, Nick Sirianni popping off, talking junk, to actual conversations from talking heads yesterday and today about whether or not this dude's coaching for his job. That's how bad it is with the Eagles. Even my man Darius Slay said, you know what? It's probably a good thing we're not playing at home. Probably. Oh, no, it's a really good thing you're not playing at home. You think Philly fans going to put up with any of that bull crap? You're better. It's so much more hostile at home than it is in Tampa. Slay's right. If I'm the Eagles, I absolutely don't want to play at home. Because the second they do something Eagle-like early on in that game, Philly fan is going to go crazy and turn on you. Like I said, there are 3 franchises that cannot afford to lose this weekend, but very well could. All of them. Dallas, Philadelphia, and Detroit.